Hey guys, welcome back to some more Broken Sword. Here's George. We were going to talk to the crazy lady, so let's get on with the rest of the game.
The woman was doing something with a pair of needles that couldn't be described as knitting.
She was stabbing fabric really, really hard. Go talk.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would you like me to foretell your future?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Just like
Thanks
you.
all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
Why is Santa Claus in a green hat, dressed like a bum with a bike going across the screen? I'm so confused now.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street.
She is way
The door
out of
isn't
your league.
locked, but you'll need to give it a gentle nudge. It sticks, you see. Because of the dam. The landlord said he'd fix it before winter sets in. He's been saying that for 3 years.
So he's going to get to it eventually, right? Is that what you're saying?
How long has Mademoiselle Collard lived here?
A few months. She's in for a shock when the cold weather comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm.
Sounds like the
only
best
reason
place
I
to live.
stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Oh, hint, hint. Your young lady?
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes.
That's rude.
Oh, I've heard her crying herself to sleep at night.
Well, that's
awful.
That's
Now, don't
sad.
you let on that I've told you. She's proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. Strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick.
It may
He
have
kept
been a
his face
broom.
hidden, but I saw his eyes peering from evil little slits.
It was the
How was he
devil.
dressed?
A long brown raincoat with a hat.
Or like Humphrey Bogart?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet.
He
You
had
never
to
saw
poop.
Bogart clenching his buttocks like that.
I was looking right at his booty.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
I like how this guy, that this lady obviously doesn't know, just because it starts asking random questions about her neighbor, and she's just like, yeah, no, yeah, she's up there. No, she's alone right now. You could totally go in and kill her if you wanted to.
Are the flowers for sale?
Oui, monsieur.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
They're
No?
poisonous. They'll
They are
kill you.
lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Yikes. Thanks for telling me.
Little shops
What
of
other
horrors
flowers
going
do you
on.
have?
Dahlias,
What do they signify?
insecurity.
Yeah, give me them of those.
I don't want to give her the wrong idea about me. What about the tall yellow ones?
Those are iris, the flame of passion,
Ooh, so
And the
passionate.
little yellow ones?
sensuality.
Ooh.
Well, they're no use to me. I want to make an impression, not jump down her throat.
Ew, 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 George, no.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
My, oh my. What a surprise. Can you tell me anything I don't already know?
You're not as handsome as you think you are.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I wouldn't be selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver dish. I just happen to be one of the lucky ones.
Mine has, like, the internal antenna. It doesn't pop out of my head.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future. Other people, I have no problem.
Me,
But
I'm
when I
totally
try to
gonna
see what
die.
might happen to me? Nothing.
That must be scary.
Maybe. I figure it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
That would be really depressing to figure out, like, you yourself don't have a future. Let's look at this.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
And the snotty
What
rag.
can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Well, you're no help.
Do you recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize this red nose off of a clown?
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
Sometimes.
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
Formidable.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You may.
Like when you come back outside, because it's totally what I know will happen. Nico, hello.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Slam!
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George.
No, you want? Well, they look expensive. You sure you want me to take one? Oh, you mean sit down? Gotcha.
Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
And going to
I thought I
strip
could smell
joints.
something bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
Yes, better
He's
luck
hot.
than you did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What happened?
My editor told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh, no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings. It just
That's
doesn't
probably
add
someone
up.
killing people.
Almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press
They
doesn't make
whisper.
them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
That's a
Well,
lot of
just about
extremists.
everyone.
Oh god, that picture. Hey, how's it going? I'm Blinky the Clown.
Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess I owe that to my father. He bought me my first camera.
Then he made me
I
take
was
pictures
8,
of
and
everything.
my parents had just split up.
Oh, well, thank you for ruining my joke.
Did you live with your father?
Yes. My mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing.
He didn't
Papa
treat me
always
like
wanted me
his
to study
daughter.
art. That's why I went to college.
I went to college because he wanted me to study art, not because I wanted to make something of myself. It's whatever.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair.
And
The
then
only
squirrel
time I
meat.
wasn't hungry was the term I did printing.
And
I
when I
used
would
to
find
eat
a
the
squirrel.
potatoes.
You're making fun of me, aren't you?
Oh, no.
I would never make fun of you.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
They're dead.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Frosty the
Yamada,
Snowman
a
murdered.
controversial Japanese politician. He inherited his fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At the hands, or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mine to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you
So
this, I will not be accepting
scary.
any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a big break.
I saw
Or
a
maybe
groundhog
that.
following me.
I found a piece of material near the cafe.
Look at that.
When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed the film I shot at the cafe. Here, George. It's an enlargement I made.
It shows it's a lot bigger than what you said it was.
Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh no?
Take a close look at his right cheek.
A scar in the shape of a horseshoe.
That's not a
Or
cheek.
a
That's his,
pleasant mood.
like, forehead. It's like, that's not his cheek. I'm just saying. And does anyone else think that George's face right there is a little creepy? Because I do. He's staring into my soul. I am mesmerized. Okay.
I found this false nose in the sewer.
Meep. Meep.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes.
It's a costume shop near the Gare Saint-Lazare.
I'll check it out. Maybe the owner remembers who hired the clown costume.
Oh, you mean who hired the murderer? Well, it was this one guy, and... Oh, wait, I'm not supposed to tell you.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No. I think the stuff on it is grease paint, like actors use, or clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
Let me just put it back into my pocket. Squishy, squishy. Yes.
This is the tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Oh, of course I am. I think it was very brave of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do.
Yes, I am so totally amused that you went down to...
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
Oh, well, that's it. You sure you don't love me already?
I have to go.
Love
Okay,
me!
I'll see you later.
Peace out. Thanks for just telling me where one thing was. We should click on the diary thing, I guess. Okay. Let's see if the crazy lady has anything new to say.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. How's your girlfriend?
She's not my girlfriend.
Maybe not yet, but I see your palms entwined in the future.
Foreshadowing.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Oh, what a hunk.
Ew.
He's a killer.
I can see that. His eyes stay tall.
Doesn't mean I don't want to jump his bones.
See you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
Alright, where are we going to go now? Well, we can go to the cafe again. The La Race du Monde. Or we can go to the police department. Or her place. Let's go to the Race du Monde. Swanky place you got here, buddy.
It was an antique phonograph, the kind you have to wind by hand.
Well, wind that thing by hand. Oh, that's... Can we make that stop, please? No, I want to make that stop. Okay, that's good. I'll just go back. Look at the dog. It's taking a pee on the phonograph. That's just not
The
good.
guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. The
oops.
guy's spoon-shaped face was mournful and humorless. He looked like a vegetarian in a slaughterhouse.
Which makes you a piece of meat.
Excuse me.
Bonjour, monsieur. Please, come in. Welcome.
We have
Leave
everything
the
here.
mundane world behind. For in these four walls, fantasy is king.
I don't want a costume.
Didn't you ever dress up when you were a child?
Not that I remember.
Incredible. You'll be telling me next that you never shared your elder sister's lingerie.
Not
don't
like
think
I
so,
did.
And I think I'd look pretty silly in a brassiere. I just need some information.
Of course.
Hold your
How can I
moves.
help you?
Do you know this guy?
Do you recognize this man?
Oui, monsieur. I sold him some grease paint.
Oh, that's it? Okay.
Do you want this red nose back?
Not after it's been worn, thank you.
I washed it
Does
out.
this dirty tissue mean anything to you?
Let me smell that.
What? Uh-huh.
Bestheimer's number 7 white pancake.
Theatrical grease paint, right?
Oui, monsieur. La crème de la crème of Thespian accoutrement.
Have you sold any of it recently?
Yes, 2 cans.
I sniffed the first can a little bit before I sold it.
Do you recognize this man?
Ah oui, he was here this morning. That is the man to whom I sold the grease paint. I remember the scar on his face. He chose 2 costumes. Bozo the clown and Seamus the pixie.
A pixie?
Good old
Nice
Seamus the
one.
Pixie.
Green silk with a taffeta lining. He gave me his name as Monsieur Khan.
What does this
Oh,
tool
he
mean
doesn't
to you?
care about that
Nothing,
tool.
monsieur.
Why am I showing him things that are useless to be seen? Do you know anything about this
Have
guy
you
that
heard of a
got
man
blown up?
named Plantile?
I do not recall anyone of that name.
Well, okay.
Thanks for your help, buddy.
My pleasure, monsieur.
We-
Allow me to shake you by the hand.
Huh? Well, okay. What are
Ah!
you trying to do? Kill me?
You did not find it
Oh my-
amusing?
I never saw the funny
I
side
wanted
of
to
electroshock
kill
therapy.
you.
Eh bien, it is yours to keep. A gift?
That
Do I
guy's...
need a license?
No, but I give you a word of warning, monsieur.
What?
Remember to switch it off before you visit the toilet.
You don't want to shock your ding-a-ling. I've done that before. It does not help with my erectile dysfunction. Let's go to the police department and see if anybody's got anything new to say. Ugh, walk slower, George. Walk slower.
It was just some police paperwork, a search warrant.
Excuse
Hello.
Me, Sergeant.
What do you want now?
Is Rosso here?
Yes, he is. You wish to speak to him?
Sure.
Yes, I do.
One moment, monsieur.
Oi! There's a guy here for you.
It's Stobart, monsieur. He insists on talking to you again.
Did he say what it was about?
No, monsieur.
Ah, fuck.
Very well.
It's in the middle of my crossword and psychic stuff. I guess I'll come over and talk to him.
Hi, Inspector. Remember me?
But of course, Mr. Stobart. My mind is a well-ordered faculty. A mental classification system that's the envy of the Bibliothèque Nationale. No tricks, mark you, monsieur. Just exercise. Just as our muscles waste through inactivity, so our minds decay. But there is no need. If only people would learn to exercise their wits daily.
If he was trying to impress me, it worked. He was pompous and patronizing, but he had style.
I thought
Eh
he was
bien,
beautiful.
If you called about the bombing, you're too late. Investigations have been closed.
But
I have been taken off the case.
what about the murderer, the dead guy?
It is out of my hands.
Oh, the fan in the background. I can talk now.
Did you find out the ID of the guy who was killed in the explosion?
I already knew who he was.
Mind sharing with the group?
The victim's name was Plantile.
Your sources are reliable.
He was a big shot at the Treasury, wasn't he? Maybe that's why you've been taken off the case.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I cannot comment.
But if I wanted to say something, it would probably be yes.
Don't you want to know what I found out about the killer?
I told you, monsieur, the case is closed. I have washed my hands of the whole affair.
Then I'll have to continue my investigations without your help.
No. You must forget the business of the clown completely. Go back to being an ordinary tourist, Stobart.
I was like that. Fine. I'm gonna go
So
just
long,
do police
Inspector.
work on my own, and I'm going to tell you because you could probably stop me if you wanted to.
I know the identity of the dead guy. His name was Plantile.
Is that so? You knew him, did you?
No.
No, but
We'll know everything there is to know about him soon enough.
No, you won't
I'm
because
trying to
you've
be
been...
helpful here.
The best way you can help us is to go home, monsieur.
I have to sneeze if you cannot tell. Achoo! Achoo, achoo.
Do you know a man named Khan?
He's a shifty-looking guy with a scar on his right cheek.
No, monsieur. Has this man any connection with the bombing of the cafe?
Yes. I believe Khan was the name he used when he hired the clown costume.
Con.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur.
It's the guy who bombed the cafe. The clown.
This man looks nothing like a clown.
Oh god.
He's taken off his grease paint and costume.
Then there is nothing to link this man with the killing.
Nothing? Look at those murderous eyes.
Hardly likely to get him convicted.
Shake my
Would you like
hand.
to shake my hand, Sergeant?
Not while I'm on duty, monsieur. The gesture could be misconstrued.
But like what? That you want to sleep with me? I don't. It's just a shaking of the hand. Like, hey, how's it going, buddy? But never mind.
Do you recognize this dirty tissue?
No, monsieur, I do not.
I found it in the sewer.
Perhaps it would be better if you put it back there.
No way. This could be an important clue.
It has diseases on it. I
so,
need to
monsieur.
keep it.
See you later, Sergeant.
I have a feeling I'm not going to get anything else out of here.